Hey guys, and how about we watch Johnny Cage versus Captain Falcon Death Battle. So, I'm still kind of leaning towards Johnny here, to be honest. Captain Falcon does have a chance, though. I'm not sure exactly the scope of his power. For some reason in the back of my head, I have a memory of him being, like, at some sort of cosmic level, but I can't remember the context or where I heard that, so I'm not going to, factor that in. If I see it in this episode, I'll be like, hey, that's what I thought. But until then, I'm still sticking with Johnny, the demon and the god slayer. Anyway, it's really not up to me. It's up to these guys, and I might get it right, I might get it wrong. I don't know, but either way, let's start our show. Play.
We've got data on basically everything we want to learn about, and with 23andMe, this includes your own DNA. With over 125 genetic reports, 23andMe can give you insight about your health, traits, ancestry, and so much more.
I suppose it is a good thing, Death Battle having two sponsors now.
No kidding.
Keeps it up.
And it's really easy to
Keeps the series up and running.
To see what your genes have to say about your health, traits, and more, buy your Health and Ancestry Service Kit today at 23andme.com/death.
A lot of people have said to me they want me to make a versus series because of how much research I did into some fights, but just being frank, I can't apply nearly as much science to it. There are some numbers I just can't reach.
The world or to benefit themselves, every warrior has a different reason for fighting.
But when they're all
and I don't think I could support a long-running series like that.
The stuntman turned legendary hero of Mortal Kombat.
And Captain Falcon,
I could always try, but I don't have plans yet.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Mortal Kombat is a deadly tournament dictated by the Elder Gods to decide the fate of entire worlds. Its contestants only include the best of the best. Whether you're a four-armed beast intent on conquest, a ninja assassin seeking vengeance,
or a washed-up Hollywood movie star looking for your next big break,
Johnny Cage was a global phenomenon known for his over-the-top and dumb-as-hell action flicks.
You're dumb as hell. His movies are awesome. We got Ninja Mime, Citizen Cage, Broke Nose Mountain, and my personal favorite, Tommy Scissorfist. Oh, it's the only movie that ever really made me cry.
But as with most celebrities, Cage's fame eventually cracked. Audiences lost interest in his stunts, and critics claimed he was a fraud.
Which is bullshit. So to prove himself, Johnny naturally decided the best idea would be to join the deadliest martial arts tournament ever. What better way to stick it to him and show him you're the real deal than to save the Earth from an alien takeover?
I guess Cage didn't really know what he was getting into. Luckily, he's no ordinary stuntman.
Fans think my moves are all wirework and special effects. I am the special effects.
This guy's trained all across the world. He's mastered 4 different martial arts, including Bruce Lee's real-life Jeet Kune Do. He's got nunchucks, brass knuckles, and his wicked cool Bowie knife.
So when it came time to save the world,
knife.
Cage could certainly hold his own against the greatest martial artists in the universe.
Good thing, too. The lightning god Raiden really needed some help, because the Outworld warlord Shao Kahn was just one tourney win away from taking over Earth. Okay, seriously, why does everyone always target Earth? I live here. It's not that great.
Against the forces of evil, Cage discovered he was more adept at this sort of thing than even he expected. He possesses a mystical power passed down through generations, originally stemming from a Mediterranean war cult which bred and trained combatants to fight among the gods.
Sure. That's not random at all.
This power manifests not just as a shield against divine forces, but also as a mythical energy Cage can weaponize.
Yeah.
He can fire Shadow Bolt energy balls, punch you to pieces with a Shadow Uppercut, do a Guile impression with the Eclipse Kick, and knock the shit out of you with his patented Shadow Kick.
But even with these powers, Cage is still a mortal man. Whenever he found himself in trouble, he needed a go-to technique to get out of it.
Oh, and he came up with the absolute perfect move. It's the Nutcracker, the Berry Buster,
The Nutcracker,
the Beanbag Barrage, the Not That Kind of Blow, and my personal favorite, the Help Doctor, I think they're in my ribcage special.
That's horrifically disturbing.
It's inspiring, that's what. He's strong enough to rip your whole body apart and send your
What?
Johnson flying off to another country. Fatality! Oh, God, what the hell?
This isn't my first rodeo. Despite Cage's crude and downright juvenile behavior, he proved worthy enough to be a champion of Earthrealm.
The dude's strong enough to chop through a human head, a chunk of titanium, and even diamond.
Applying
Oh,
the density
shoot.
of diamond, crushing some of this size would require nearly 50 million joules of energy.
That's like getting hit by 26 monster trucks at the same time.
Cage is quick enough to dodge point-blank automatic gunfire and tough enough to power through Sub-Zero's Ice Blast, which stops or even kills most people instantly.
He's breaking those jumps apart like they're made of glass. Johnny even beat the shins off Shinnok, who's a freaking god.
Thanks to his ancestral powers, which seem specifically tailored for this exact purpose, which is pretty remarkable.
Shinnok's full power is a bit tricky to lock down, but he's pretty similar to Raiden, who fired a blast that obliterated this huge temple along with his enemies.
Oh, wow.
Definitely a desperate max power move.
As Buddhist temples typically avoided the use of stone in construction, we took the typical composition of wood and concrete into account while measuring the structure to determine this blast must equal nearly 270 tons of TNT. More than enough to level an entire city block.
Damn! Who cares if Johnny's a pain in the ass when he can compete with power like that?
Well, he wouldn't be a pain forever. Cage eventually found happiness with a family, including a daughter just as skilled as he is. He even earned new success in his film career with a series based on his adventures.
But he never got tired of defending Earthrealm from the forces of ugly. God bless
Ah,
that
so
beautiful
good.
man.
Those were $500 sunglasses, asshole.
That's just a thing he does. I don't play Mortal Kombat, but I guess that's just a thing he does.
Aliens are everywhere. We're traveling through space, and best of all, there's a brand new sport in town. An intense mix of
Famicom.
high-speed racing with anti-gravity techno-whatsis. This is F-Zero. So much better than NASCAR.
You seem pretty chipper.
Well, yeah, F-Zero's freaking awesome. Why don't we have this in real life yet?
And why don't we have a new
It's
game yet?
extraordinarily dangerous. On the F-Zero Grand Prix, one wrong turn can end your life.
Yeah, what's your problem? The ones that survive are the best of the best, including the champ himself, Captain Falcon.
To most of the world, Falcon is a legendary racer and household name, but that's about it. Otherwise, he's a mystery.
Like Batman.
Sort of. Off the track, Captain Falcon is actually an accomplished bounty hunter, dedicated to a mission of saving the universe from the vile forces of Black Shadow.
Is that like a heavy metal band or something?
No.
Well then dibs.
Black Shadow is a cold-blooded king of crime, determined to bend the universe to his will.
He's also got horrible taste and style. How often you think that thing gets caught on door frames?
Truly the most evil of evils.
To take on Black Shadow, Falcon's a goddamn badass. He's super tough and super skilled in martial arts. Best of all, he's got a bunch of fiery super moves. The speedy Falcon kick, the unpredictable Raptor boost, and Falcon dive, where he humps people so hard they explode.
What?
Just calling it like I see it, Wiz.
Either way, as
Interesting,
impressive
they're
as these
using the,
techniques
custom
are, they
moves.
pale in comparison to his greatest and most famous.
In Super Smash Brothers. Listen,
be a move.
he
literally
knows all
punches
these
people
moves.
So hard, they explode in bird-shaped fire, which is awesome.
I think
but
it's his
how?
fist that's
Well, as
enveloped
evident from
in
his other
bird-shaped
techniques,
fire.
He's not moving so fast he's igniting the air or anything like that. Rather, Falcon seems to possess some limited form of pyrokinesis. And while the reason for this has never been specifically explained, the answer may lie within his sleek F-Zero machine,
What?
the Blue Falcon.
Oh yeah, this baby uses magnetic and G-diffuser tech to rocket over 1,500 kilometers per hour. That's more than 35 times faster than the Bugatti Chiron Sport, the fastest car in the world.
But when he wants to push the Blue Falcon even further, he taps into its hidden reactor might.
Now you might be asking, what's a reactor might? Oh, you know, nothing much. Just a magic piece of the Big Bang that birthed all of existence.
I think there are better uses for a fragment of creation than powering a race car.
No, I don't, Wiz. Have you seen what this thing can do? With the power of the reactor might, the Blue Falcon can go Beyblade with a move called Boost Fire. Check it out. the Blue Falcon becomes a deadly energy buzzsaw.
Wait, it's literally a Beyblade.
Can even fly.
A reactormite is bonded with its owner and can even be called upon from a great distance away. Therefore,
What?
Falcon can summon his vehicle to his side at any moment.
Reactor might
That's how it
bottle a ton
works?
of raw power. Put a few together and you can rip holes through dimensions. This one by itself went haywire and blew up this space station in one blast.
Based on the space
Oh,
station's
alright,
size
so,
and
he
blast
wins.
radius, this explosion must have held a yield of over 6 megatons of TNT. Oftentimes, reactor mites also grant their owners a variety of superhuman powers, some even bordering on unexplainable magics. While it's technically unconfirmed, perhaps the reactor mite under the Blue Falcon's hood is the source of the captain's curious pyrotechnics.
Who cares? He can punch a giant fire falcon of burning death, and that's all that matters. Might we finally beat Black Shadow once and for all? Did he just explode the galaxy?
Okay, there it is. That's what I was
Don't get the
talking
wrong
about.
idea. This blast of light actually originates from the exploding dark matter reactor, which has the power to rewind the Big Bang using all 6 reactor mites. It's a long story.
Oh, that's way less epic. Still, even beating up Black Shadow is super impressive. This guy could tank hits from a hulked out super alien, no problem.
Falcon's quick enough to take out multiple enemy robots in the blink of an eye, a feat which would require moving faster than sound. He can spot a sniper from several miles away and can survive an exploding rocket. His exact clone took multiple blows from specialized military personnel with no effect whatsoever.
And as a bonus, Falcon carries dynamite powerful enough to blow up this giant weather machine. That's like 100 sticks of dynamite in one. Where do I get me some of that? And whoa, wait a minute, that guy survived?
While Captain Falcon did accomplish his mission and rid the universe of Black Shadow's tyranny, it took more than one man to do it.
Oh, great.
So
Here
yeah,
comes the
it was a
power of
little bit
teamwork
inaccurate,
bullshit.
but I found
No,
the
I mean,
clip we were
Falcon
talking
is
about.
literally more than one man.
Go on.
The name Captain Falcon is actually a title passed through generations. To date, at least 3 people have claimed the moniker: Douglas J., Andy Summers, and Ryu Suzuku. Each new inheritor is chosen by the current Falcon, who seeks a worthy hero who can surpass him in skill and ability. So technically the latest to take the title, Ryu, should be capable of anything the others could do and more.
Ha!
New life goal unlocked. Wiz, I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice.
While the man behind the mask may fall, Captain Falcon will always ride on, defending the galaxy one raceway at a time.
Also, why is it blue fire?
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, let me tell you how to make your computer more anonymous than Captain Falcon with ExpressVPN.
Oh, Express.
While researching
Yeah, that's a new
characters and
one.
exploring the far corners of the
ExpressVPN
internet,
has really
my
been
own
getting
privacy
around.
is
They
extremely
have
important
ads
to me.
like
Luckily,
everywhere now.
ExpressVPN is here to help.
ExpressVPN keeps your identity safe while you're on the web, so none of those pesky internet ninja hackers can steal from you. And while not everybody is digging through internet archives like us, ExpressVPN is perfect for gamers.
Right, with shorter connection routes between you and gaming servers, ExpressVPN can reduce ping times and overall lag. And here's a little secret. You can use a VPN to play with friends worldwide who are restricted to IP addresses from a certain country.
I didn't even know that was a thing! ExpressVPN is consistently
did I?
faster than other VPN providers, which is why it's the best choice for gamers. It's got apps for every device you can think of, and you can connect to it with just one click. Easy!
Give it a try for yourself. ExpressVPN is less than $7 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take back your internet privacy today and get 3 months free by going to expressvpn.com/battle. Or just click the link listed below.
But right now, it's time for a death battle!
Alright, let's see this. Yeah, I think Falcon will win.
Yeah? Okay. We're at the F-Zero Grand Prix, snagging some clips from my latest flick. That guy there? That's who I'll be playing. Yeah, you're looking at the next Captain Falcon. It's gonna be a pretty sweet gig for him.
Did you say you're the next Falcon?
Yeah?
Only one who can surpass Falcon can become Falcon. Show me your moves!
You wanna go? Let's dance!
Yes! You... who did...
You know what they say? All's fair in show business.
Nobody says that!
No, is this gonna be a longer one, or?
You sports types really take auditions seriously. So cool.
I thought he was gonna die, like scrape his head off or something.
Am I good enough for you now?
Yeah. Oh, he's not dead? Oh, but he will be, won't he? Of course, they have to end it with the Falcon Punch.
Only one can be worthy. KO!
Yes! Yes! Oh, that was awesome.
Okay, just chill for a minute. Johnny Cage certainly held his own against Falcon, with superior martial arts ability and matching Mach speeds.
But Captain Falcon wasn't a pushover and had plenty of experience with tricky opponents. Most of all, he had way more power on his side.
Let's compare some of Johnny's best feats to Falcon's, specifically crushing Diamond in the Falcon Punch.
Yeah, when he hit that tough son of a bitch, Black Shadow.
By measuring the area of effect and comparing that space to the heights of Captain Falcon and Black Shadow, we found that the electricity covered an area of about 300 cubic meters. Accounting for empty space, the amount of electricity needed to fill this area must equal at least 151 billion joules of energy.
What? See, like, I could have never made a calculation like that. I don't even get that.
Than Johnny's Diamond Smash.
Captain Falcon was tougher too. He survived a blast from a rocket launcher, but even more notably, he fared better against Black Shadow than Zoda did.
You know, that hulked-out alien guy who survived the exploding weather machine when he wasn't all hulky?
So we can reasonably scale Falcon to Zoda, at least as far as those sorts of physical feats are concerned.
Look at that explosion! Based on its size, it's worth around 100 tons of TNT.
And while Cage's War Cult powers let him survive battling Shinnok, whose power rivals Raiden's 270 tons of TNT blast, recall that this ancestral defense seems specifically tailored to counter such divine forces. A bullet could still put Cage down. It has. And he's even died to lesser foes in alternate timelines.
And anyway, Raiden's final explosion attack is nothing compared to the raw power of the reactor might under the Blue Falcon's hood.
Numbers aside, this was a pretty even match, but Falcon's greater strength, toughness, and fiery arsenal tipped the scales.
In the end, Johnny just couldn't finish the race.
The winner is Captain Falcon.
Hey, thanks for watching this episode. If you want the battle music for yourself, you can get it by clicking the link down below.
And check out that video right over next to Ben's face.
Oh boy! That was Edward. Alright, just so people know, when I researched Greed, I only researched Greed. I didn't actually watch through the entirety of Full Metal Alchemist. All I know is that Ed can, using alchemy, he can sort of change matter. For example, the one thing I do know that for a fact that he was able to alter the carbon makeup of Greed, like, multiple times during the course of the series he did that. But I don't really know exactly what his other abilities are. He has a metal arm, and I think he's turned that metal arm into a blade or a sword of sorts before, but I'm not exactly sure what he can do, but against Aang, that's an uphill battle, but just the way alchemy works might actually help him out here. Aang with the Avatar state is absolutely ridiculous, and that's all I'm trying to say here. I'm not sure how Edward could hold up to that, but I mean, regardless, I guess we'll see. In 3 weeks. Anyway, I enjoyed this one. Yeah, that one gigantic explosion of that space station, that was what I had seen and what someone had implied to me was, like, cosmic level power. I mean, even if that wasn't him in and of itself, the other explosion, that other space station exploding was, enough. Like with the Blue Falcon. That's actually why I was surprised that Johnny survived the Blue Falcon. I thought they would end the fight with the Blue Falcon. But anyway, I liked it. If you want to see more of my videos, you can subscribe, but otherwise, I'll just see all of you in the next video.